In spite of a strained hamstring, Emmitt Smith will start Sunday against the Eagles. He's back in part because of a piece of high-tech equipment used exclusively by the Cowboys. Max Morgan has more.
It's called the Alpha Stim 100. You probably know it better as the Emmitt device, that wiry contraption with electrical impulses he used to speed up the healing of a pulled hamstring. The device did help Emmitt go from questionable to starter last week.
I don't know that we can tangibly say it improved him X%. You know, Emmitt's a guy that we count on a lot, and he means a lot to our franchise and a lot to us as a kind of a family here. And I have to believe in it or I wouldn't use it.
But if you use the device, will there be any pain?
It's generally considered that anything below 400 microamps is considered subsensory. Now, what that means is that most people are not going to be able to feel it.
With that, I wanted to see for myself, so I asked Tim to hook me up.
When will I feel it?
You can max it out, and you may or may not feel anything.
I've got it maxed out. I don't actually feel it, but it's working. It's stimulating the muscles.
You bet.
And my muscles need it, believe me.
More importantly, Emmitt's hamstring is stimulated, as the Cowboys will need all their top guns loaded against Philly. At Valley Ranch, Max Morgan, Sports 4 Texas.
Back to that muscle stimulator. As far as we know, the Cowboys are the only football team to use that. But you in fact, had that used on you. You were
after my surgery on my knee, made the muscle come back alive again.
Pat Summerall here with John Madden. And John, I guess the big question is, what about Emmitt Smith? Is he going to start?
Well, the Cowboys need Emmitt Smith. He pulled his right hamstring last week. Didn't work all week until Friday. He tried it out Friday, and it felt pretty good. We were here yesterday. He rested yesterday, didn't do anything, and told us today he was going to try it in the pregame warm-up. And he was going to run this one pattern where he starts to the outside, comes to the inside, and then that little burst there, he was going to try that. He said if it felt okay then, he would start. Now, when we watched him in the pregame warm-up, it looked like it felt okay.
Emmitt Smith. Touchdown. This time, touchdown. Emmitt Smith second.
There's Emmitt Smith in street clothes. Yesterday we were talking to him, and he had this electric stuff. Yeah. Was this thing right here? Look at that. They have that thing where they just give impulses, electric impulse to the hamstring. And you see they got those things on there, and they just go and stimulate the muscle all the time. He was talking to us and wearing one of those.
And he said, I can feel it right now, when he was talking to us.
Yeah. And then he can adjust it. He can turn it up and get more stimulation, or turn it down and get less stimulation. Now, see, that's a stimulator, I think, that right there is that stimulator for his right hamstring. In fact, he's explaining it there. Then he got a beeper on the left and a headset on the head.
That's Larry Lacewell over for observation. He's the director of player personnel.
But I still have no idea what Emmitt Smith is doing.
I don't either. I don't think he does either.
I mean, he's hooked up to beepers. He's hooked up to stimulators.